If you're streaming as a hobby, then by all means, play what you love. But if you want to grow your viewer base and make streaming into a real career, then you need to be tactical about your game choice early on. That's just the hard truth of streaming on Twitch. It is an oversaturated platform, and streaming what you love will kill your stream. That's why today, I'm going to give you my techniques about how I tell whether or not a game is good for growth, as well as a few of the ones that I have used to grow my stream. Hello, my name is Eljay with StreamScheme.com. I'm also a variety streamer over at twitch.tv/Eljayem_. Links to both of those in the description. If you have any questions about today's video, you can chuck them in the comments or check me out. I should be live right now, which means you can ask me anything you want. Last week, I made a video about how to grow on Twitch, and one of the things I cover in that is game choice. And after I released that video, I was curious what other content creators were doing to choose games, and I found a video that gave out some of the worst advice I'd ever seen. Now, I'm not gonna get into specifics about what they said because I don't wanna be passing on this bad advice or calling someone out, but essentially the advice they gave was to play Valorant on Twitch because it was popular. They were telling people with 0 to 10 viewers to play a very, very saturated game to grow on Twitch, and this just doesn't work. So today, as I said, I'm going to show you 2 techniques that I use to find games that will help me grow on Twitch, as well as giving you a few of the games that I've already used that you should be able to use as well. Just quickly so I can nail this home for you, why is it bad advice to play popular games on Twitch? Well, I said it in my last video and I'm going to say it again in this one. Why is someone going to scroll past people with thousands of viewers, hundreds of viewers, even tens of viewers to come watch a 0 to 5 viewer stream? And yes, you're right, it could be that they like watching smaller streamers. You see that post on our Twitch every single day. Oh, I was hanging out in a smaller community and I loved it. That's great. But there are 4,700-ish channels live playing Valorant as of making this video. Now, if I just go past 570 of them to even get to people with 0 to 5, that means there are around 4,200 people streaming between 0 and 5. If you think you're going to get recommended as a smaller community with those odds, then I'm sorry, that is very bad luck. So with that out of the way, let's talk about how you can pick a game to actually grow on Twitch. My first tip you can do entirely on Twitch. First, you want to go check out a game and look at the category followers. These are the people who have hit follow on the category or game choice. Now, if someone's hit follow on a category or game choice, it means that they are absolutely going to get recommended this category or game and the people streaming it. So you want to find a game that has a large number. I recommend 800,000 plus. Once you're in the category, I want you to look at the top few rows and compare where your average viewers are and figure out where you would sit if you were playing this game. So the higher up you are in your category means the more likely people are going to click you. I also cover how to create a clickable thumbnail in my growth video, which again is linked in the description. So if you're curious about that, make sure you check it out. A great example of a game choice using this is Stardew Valley. When I started streaming Stardew Valley, I was streaming to 8 to 10 average viewers, and I managed to grow from that to 35 average viewers with mainly streaming in this category and every now and then doing some just chatting and community building. Stardew Valley has around 800,000 category followers, and usually you only need to have 5, maybe 10 viewers to reach the top 3 rows, which is fantastic for you. Furthermore, another reason why this game is great to play as a smaller streamer is because the NPCs are very lifelike, very chatty. So it gives you someone to bounce off as someone with maybe a slower chat. It's also a story-driven game, but it's also very open world, so you kind of write your own, which is great for people who want to really engage with you. The community in this game is very active on all platforms and care a lot about it, which is fantastic. And you might be thinking, yeah, but the category only averages 500 to 800 total viewers. That's not many viewers. Well, if you've got 0 to 5 viewers, 500 to 800 is a huge number of people who might click on your stream. So maybe Stardew isn't for you, and that's totally fine, but you can use this technique to really figure out whether or not you'll actually be able to get discovered in the category. But if you're still drawing blanks on what kind of games to play, then I'm going to show you a way to spy on other streamers and figure out what they got most of their followers through. Now, before I show you how to spy on your fellow streamer, I will ask that you like this video if it helps you out. It lets me know which content has been useful to you guys. And if you have any questions, chuck it in the comments down below. I answer them within 5 minutes currently. Yeah, that's right, I have no life. So go ahead, I'm here for you, or check me out live and I will help you out there. Okay, so for this method, you're gonna need to find a streamer who is a similar size to you and has a similar type of content to your current audience or the audience that you want to reach. Now I'm gonna use myself as an example just so it's easier, but as I said, find someone of your size. So let's head over to Twitchtracker.com and we're gonna search up the streamer that you've chosen. As you can see here, you do get a lot of information straight away, and you can take some time to look through it, but I recommend scrolling down to most streamed games. You'll see there from left to right, they have the most streamed games of this channel by total hours. I want you to click see more on this, and then you're gonna click followers. This will rank the games they've played by the followers gamed per hour. Instantly, you'll wanna check their average viewers of these games. For example, you can look at mine and see when I played Breath of the Wild, I received 88 average. So if you can't maintain that average when playing it, you might not be able to gain 3.1 followers per hour playing. You can also see that I played Breath of the Wild for 79.5 hours and still managed to get 3.1 followers per hour. So this is a great example of a game that's fantastic to grow if you can sit between 50 to 100 viewers and you enjoy it, obviously. So another thing you can click rather than most streamed games is when you're on their homepage, you can click on recent streams and then sort by followers as well. This will let you see the streams this person got the most followers of in recent times. From here, you can even deep dive into them, clicking on a stream. This will pull up a graph to show you when people clipped, followed, and you can even work out when raids happened to get an idea of the follower gain was just because of a large raid and not the game at the time. Using this information, you can really proof check to see whether a game is good for you, because you can see if it was good for another streamer who's similar to you. So what is the TLDR? The TLDR is essentially to check those category followers, look at the top 3 rows of the category to see where you'll fit, use Twitchtracker to see whether or not a game is good for growth, and spy on your fellow streamers to find out what games they played for growth. Oh, and 5th, go watch my How to Grow video. It goes into a lot of different stuff in a lot more detail. With all of this, you should be able to start generating some great ideas for what you can play on stream for growth, or at least check out the ones you already have. So just quickly, I'm gonna fire off my top 5 games for growth on Twitch. First, Stardew Valley. I honestly believe this is one of the greatest games for new streamers to play. As I said, it's great for chatting, it's great for low average viewers, and people love this game. 2, I'd recommend playing Darkest Dungeon. It's quite a small game, but if you have 0 viewers, you'll often get people dropping in and you can name your characters after your viewers and they get them invested in the story. 3 is Minecraft. People are always going to love Minecraft, they're always going to see it. It's a bit of an anomaly when it comes to this system I've told you about, but it's still a great game for it. Be aware though, you do get a lot of younger viewers, which means it can be a rough category to stream in if you don't have mods. 4, check out Breath of the Wild because it is a fantastic game to grow. People still play it to this day and they love it. With Breath of the Wild 2 coming out, there's a lot of hype, so people are checking out the category again. And number 5, Animal Crossing New Horizon. It is a very casual, very chill game, and you get a very wholesome audience who want to check out smaller islands and just chill. So those are my 2 different techniques to checking out a game category. Those are my top 5 recommendations. If you want to hear more about them, let me know in the comments and I will go through and do a top 10 list. Otherwise, I hope you've enjoyed this video and I will see you next week.